They did it. They finally released the 98 overall team builders in NHL 23. In this video, we are going to break them down, go over the cost, the best options for you guys, and just the general reactions when it comes to the new 98 team builders. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you do. Let's get into it. All right, here we go. The newest team builders in Hockey Ultimate Team. Let's start on the back end. For our left-handed defenseman option, we've got the 98 Ryan Graves, 6'5", 220 from the New Jersey Devils, and this looks like an incredible card. All right, he's got multiple skating synergies. However, at 98 overall, he's only got 96 speed, which is a little weird, 97 acceleration, but that still isn't going to deter you from the fact that he's 6'5", 220 pounds. This is a massive defenseman card. However, he does not have truculence, which might set him apart, kind of like Jeff Bookaboom. He does have gold shutdown, which is a fantastic zone ability. However, I like truculence a little bit more just because it's more reliable in your own zone. You know when it is going to work. However, silver stick him up on someone who's 6'5" is fantastic. No way around that. This is, all in all, a great card. My only knock in question, and again, let me know if I'm way off base in the comments section down below. We're going to get over the cost of these cards, and it is pretty astronomical. However, the choice for another New Jersey Devil that I would have never considered to be a team builder is just a little odd. At 98 overall, these are among the best cards in the game for the remainder of the game, and team builders are kind of the staple cards to chase in Hockey Ultimate Team, and Ryan Graves just really does not do anything for me. On top of that, they've already got Bobby Holik in the 95 release. So New Jersey Devils fans, I mean, I guess you guys are laughing. But yeah, just an odd choice here. Now, I get that they have to choose from a certain set of players because they really make these cards, try to make them as best as they can in terms of how the game is played. So they're all 6'5", massive, all of that. However, just, man, another New Jersey Devil. You also have to throw in the fact that Jay Beagle was actually a replacement for Zajac, which means they would have gotten 3 team builders throughout the year, and I don't know. I don't understand that. Next up, we've got the 98 Uwe Krupp, I think is how you say his name, 6'6", 255. He's a little before my time. Like, I remember him slightly, kind of on the Red Wings. I was a child, but nonetheless, 6'6", 255 is a great hut card. Phenomenal. There's really no complaints at all. He's got gold truculence, silver stick him up. Fantastic card. This would be the replacement for Jeff Bookaboom. And again, he's got 99 everything. He is at 96 speed, 97 acceleration. However, you can go with buzzing instead to get his speed up to 97. But again, it's 6'6", 255 in your own zone. There is not going to be many cards that can really do anything in terms of holding onto the puck. So this is going to be a fantastic card no matter what. Then we've got the 98 Eric Stahl from the Carolina Hurricanes. Now, this one makes sense. Okay, like if you were to think a player that was a team builder, a player that you built your team around, Eric Stahl makes total sense. He fits all of the boxes that you would want from this kind of event. He's 6'4", 195. He's massive. A great card. 99 everything essentially. Gold quick draw, silver truculence, close quarters, unstoppable force. This is one of the best centermen in the game, even though he's only 195. I say only, it's a fantastic card. No complaints at all. However, we got Jake Gardiner, which was a very weird choice in itself, but it's like you're giving Carolina Hurricanes fans another top-end card, and it's just, I don't understand the doubling up there. And again, let me know in the comments section down below. I will say, like, in terms of this one compared to Ryan Graves, this one makes total sense in terms of, like, the team builder aspect, and this is a fantastic card. Like, this is a total replacement for Bobby Holik. And then lastly, the 98 Eric Daze. Again, totally makes sense from the meta standpoint, okay? These are supposed to be the best kind of cards in the game. 6'6", 234 is just that. 98 acceleration, 96 speed. I'm not gonna lie, I would rather have Jaromir Jagr. And that might sound crazy to some of you, but he's 6'3" and 230 pounds. He's still massive. It's the gold unstoppable force that makes Jaromir Jagr's card so insane. Now, Eric Daze is not going to be a bad card. We've seen that with other cards like Anthony Mantha. You don't need to have unstoppable force on a big player, which is what gives them the advantage. However, when you do, it is a giant advantage. So, in terms of left-handed wingers, I would rather have Jagr, even though he does have 92 on the draw. Like, you could use Eric Eric Daze and give him Thief and knock off one for Distributor, which is probably the play, and just play him at center, which is probably a little bit more impactful. Still a great card, one of the best in the game. And it's going to be very, very good. Again, we got Brent Seabrook. I just don't get the doubling up here. The player choices are just so confusing, and it just kind of really makes NHL 23's content as a whole kind of put it under that light of just like it's random. Just have not been a fan of a few options here. These are all among the best cards in the game, guys. Don't get me wrong. It's just we waited longer to get the 98s than we did the 95s, and I'm not super excited about the players. I've been talking about this quite a bit recently, that I've been trying to use players that I'm just a big fan of, right? Now, obviously, that's subjective. The players I'm a fan of, you guys probably won't be, and vice versa. It's just that generally, we can all agree on a card that kind of moves the needle a little bit more than others. For example, let's say you wanted to have a centerman. What about Matt Sundin? He's 6'5". The Leafs don't have a team builder. I feel like the Leafs probably have the most popular fan base there is in terms of just numbers. People would fall over themselves to get a team builder Matt Sundin card. What about a defenseman? Again, there's a lot of options. Maybe not as many because there isn't as many 6'5" guys. Chris Pronger. I feel like you'd much rather go after and you'd feel the need to spend money or get these cards if it was Chris Pronger on the back end. And you could go all day. Joe Thornton, Eric Lindros. Like, I understand the parameters are set. It's just the player choices have felt so obscure, and they just don't really hit home. Because now, we got to talk about the cost. All right, so it will take 295 overall players to make one of the new 98s, which is going to be very difficult for a lot of people. So on my no money spent team specifically, I've got to trade in Boom and Yager for one of these. And I'm not going to lie, none of them are really worth it in my opinion. It's going to be a forward is more important than defenseman just because of the necessity and what they do. So it'd probably be Eric Stahl, but I would much rather just have Yager and use another player that is going to get a 99 at some point than losing both of those guys for one of them. If you are going to do the upgrades and you guys want to know which ones I would recommend, it would probably be Krupp, 6'6", gold truculence. Again, I think that's a massive advantage for you guys to have, and no matter what, even though he doesn't have 99 speed, at 6'6" with truculence and stick him up, like that's just going to be an absolute load to handle. So if you are looking for a defenseman and you're going to trade in Boom, Krupp would be the one that I would recommend. However, I don't think the upgrade is all that massive. He is a little bit faster, but I don't see the huge upgrade. The other one would be Eric Stahl. Just because I think that, at 99, everything at 6'4", and his ability combo is just absolutely insane. If you are going to do a forward, I would recommend Eric Stahl because, in my opinion, Yager is slightly better than Daze. So that would be the choice that I would recommend if you guys are looking to make them. However, guys, the cost you're looking at right now, if you were to make one of these from scratch, you are going to need to make 295s. That means you are going to need to collect about 750 players. Now, that's assuming, let's pretend, that all of the cards are 1,000 coins each. You're looking at over 1.5 million to make one of these from scratch. But we know full well that you are not getting all of them for 1,000 coins, which is the issue, guys. These are not cards I would recommend chasing. These are for the guys that already have a bunch and you're hut rich, because unfortunately right now, if you go and look on the market, it is absolutely dried up. We are now seeing, the culmination of a game that just was not well received. The player base died off faster than normal. There is no cross markets, and on PlayStation 5, which is the most active, user base, you've got 5,000 total cards on the market, but if you go and take a look at just gold NHLers, so we'll do just 74 to 82s, okay? Because that's where really the overall range in which you'd want to use for these. You're looking at less than 2,000 total. And if you go and look at some of the teams, like, Buffalo, for example, 79 total, but some of them have an extremely small amount, 47 total for the Calgary Flames. That's essentially two people buying up the Calgary Flames cards to cash in the Calgary Flames. Like, it is going to be brutal for you guys. It's tough, but that's just where we're at. And, let me know what you think in the comments section down below. I'm trying not to be as negative as I have been over the past videos, but I'm just kind of voicing my concern. I think that this just goes to show though there needs to be a bigger evaluation of how content is done. Again, let me know how you feel in the comment section down below, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.